Anna Kitney from Version, and welcome to my regular Wednesday energy clearing sessions. So today's topic is loving yourself into abundance. So let's first define abundance. Abundance is not just money. Abundance is an abundance of great health. It is an abundance of loving relationships. It's an abundance of deepening your knowledge and wisdom and connection to the divine. And abundance is also your prosperity and your wealth as well. So it's abundance in all areas. So in today's training, we're going to start to kind of clear and open up our chakras to be more available and more open to receiving the abundance that the universe has for us. So you need to understand that we live in a universe of plenty, but we've been programmed by society that there is not enough jobs, not enough opportunities, not enough soulmates. And so we go into this energy of scarcity, and it is an illusion, it is a lie that has been propagated through society for hundreds, if not thousands of years, that there is not enough. Many years ago, when I was on holiday in Australia, in the Daintree rainforest, which sits next to the Great Barrier Reef, and we were having a lovely dinner with everyone that was at the resort. And in the evening, we decided to go for a swim in their outdoor pool. And I remember swimming in the outdoor pool and then looking up at the sky. And where you are in the Daintree rainforest, there's actually no electricity pollution. So there, everything's run by generators. And so as I looked up into the sky, I saw like this powder, this white powder, these beautiful stars. If you imagine where you've seen those like NASA photos of space, this is what I saw with my physical eyes. I saw this beautiful Milky Way galaxy across the sky. And in that moment, I was in absolute awe at the beauty and magnificence of the universe, but also the abundance. We think we're alone, we think we're separate, we think that there is not enough. But as I looked up in that sky, I realized there is plenty, there is so much out there for us, that the universe, the creator, God, whatever you call that energy, didn't dump us on a planet where there's not enough food, not enough resources, not enough oxygen, not enough jobs. It is a lie, an absolute lie. So today, my aim is to release this program from you, where you are in scarcity, that there's not enoughness, that I'm not enough, or that there is not enough for me, or not enough opportunities for me, or not enough abundance for me. So you're going to really bust through that block. And a lot of that energy is sitting in your base chakra and your sexual chakra. So let's begin first with the sexual chakra. So the sexual chakra is the chakra that most people think of sexual energy, but it's also the chakra for abundance. It's our creative center for both men and women. It's our creative center. It's almost like the birth of ideas are spawned from the sexual chakra at the belly button. So if that chakra is closed due to some sort of trauma, say for example that growing up as a child where your sexuality was diminished, where you were put down, where your self-worth was made to feel that you were inferior, less than, or a mistake, that chakra starts to close down. And beliefs get attached to it, beliefs around shame, humiliation, feeling worthless, feeling nothing, feeling defeated, feeling rejected, feeling outcast. All of that sits in the sacral chakra. And this affects not only just our sexual energy, but also our capacity to create the life that we desire. You see, you are a child of God, so therefore you are the creator of your reality. Now you may think, oh, well, I'm at the mercy of what the government's doing, what society is doing. No, you are the creator of your reality. The first point of cause is you. First point of cause is you. So you are responsible for everything you've created in your life. Now, we're not talking about blame here. It's not about, blaming yourself for, being stupid and making a mistake. This is about claiming 100% responsibility for what you've created in your life. Then you have the power to change it. But if you keep blaming Donald Trump or your partner for your problems, or your parents for your problems, you'll remain stuck, and that chakra will remain locked. And so here you are trying to manifest clients for your healing business. You are trying to manifest a soulmate into your life. You're trying to manifest that new job opportunity or money, whatever you're trying to manifest, but your chakra is closed. It's locked, and it's locked through these traumatic experiences that we may have had as kids growing up, but also through the beliefs that were created as a result of that experience. So this is the power of theta healing, where we're able to go back to the seed where it all started, where your sexual chakra closed down, where you became small, where you became diminished, where you forgot that you were in fact powerful. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. Is we're going to open up the sexual chakra, and then moving down to the base chakra. So we're a spiritual being in a physical body, which means this physical body needs to get into action. So today, at the end of this masterclass, I'm going to get you guys into some practical action, because it's lovely to do energy work and meditate, but you can't meditate your way to success. Okay, it would be nice, but you do require some physical action. So we're going to get some insight in what kind of action you can take to start to manifest the abundance that you want in your life. Okay, so base chakra is all about being grounded, being physical. It's about taking action. It's about movement. It's about being a human being on this earth, feeling that you belong, feeling that you fit in, feeling that you have a mission and a purpose, that there's a reason why you're here. The base chakra is associated with reminding us that we're hungry, that we're cold or hot, that we feel lonely, or that we need time to ourselves. The base chakra is all about being human here on earth. Okay, so you're a spiritual being in a physical body. Okay, so it's very important that you are also grounded. I see many spiritual entrepreneurs, so very much operating from their crown chakra, like top, like crown chakra, maybe the third eye, very much from up there. It's almost like love, light, and unicorns. But in the meantime, they're like living on their sofa at their friend's house, right? Completely ungrounded. They can't manifest to save their life. Their life is absolute mess, and they're in delusion. They're in delusion. Like, oh, everything will be fine. The universe will take care of me, right? But without taking any responsibility, any physical action to take accountability for their life in this existence. It's like they're not wanting to be in the physical body because being human is painful. Being human is difficult or hard. Being human, you have to be around other humans, and some humans aren't very nice. Let's be honest, okay? Many humans have forgotten who they are, and they can be cruel and unkind. So this is the reality of the human experience. However, it does not have to be your reality. What if you could create your reality as you see fit? As you see fit. Okay, so give me a yes if you're excited about tonight's energy clearing session as we move into stepping into healing energies of love to move you into abundance. Give me a yes. So let's have a look. Hi, Vladimir, Jasna, hello, beautiful. Samantha, Stacy, Arabic name which I can't read, but welcome, welcome. Hello, Tokes, hello, beautiful. Madalena, Torna, Elena, Amelia, Hilda, Eva, Sumi, hello Sumi, hi Jay, hello Jay, Roberta, Jennifer, Nora, Mels, Mila, yes, 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 okay, fabulous guys, Joelle, welcome guys, welcome. Okay, right, so I'm going to use the Theta Healing tool to transform trauma and to release limiting beliefs. It's the most powerful tool that I found in my 25 years of personal development. I still use this tool with my private coaching clients. It's a great combination with coaching. So this is what I'm going to do with you today. The way it works is I need your permission, so I can't make change without your permission. So as I tune into everyone listening, and if you're watching the replay later on, the healing will still work. So as I'm tuning into everyone, if you say just yes out loud or yes in the chat, you've given me permission to make this change on your behalf. So we're going to be changing some limiting beliefs into empowering ones. So beliefs about love, beliefs about your self-worth, beliefs about your place in the universe, beliefs about plenty. So I was doing a webinar yesterday, and one of the common themes in yesterday's webinar was, one, that if I have success, I will lose it. I will lose it. So it's better not to have the success. It's better not to have the money. It's better not to have any happiness, because if I lose it, it's too painful. Then I don't know what I've missed out, right? Which is actually very, very sad that we hold ourselves back because we're scared to have it and then to lose it. What if you could have it and have more of it instead of having it and losing it? So that was one of the common themes yesterday. The other common theme, we had a lot of women on last night's webinar. The other common theme was, I can have a family but not money, right? I can have a career but I can't have health. So it's this either or scenario, right? And again, this is sitting in the collective consciousness around the scarcity energy, that there is not enough, and that asking for plenty is somehow greedy or selfish, or you'll be punished, right? That it's greedy to want more. It's greedy to want the lot. And as I mentioned before, we live in a universe of plenty. You can have plenty, and other people can have plenty too. Okay, so we're going to shift some of this energy around this either or, and to show you that it's possible to have both. It's possible to have it all. I have two businesses that I run currently. I have a husband, I have two children, and I have support. I have support in the home, and I have support in my company. And so that's actually the solution to having it all, is to actually have the support around you to make that happen. Okay, so guys, everyone close your eyes. Let's go into meditation. Nice deep breath. It's very hot here in the UK. Sweating buckets here. Okay, so you're going to imagine sharing space and sharing molecules with the room that you're in. And now the building that you're in. And now the country that you're in. Expanding now across the planet. Every man, woman and child, every blade of grass. The oceans, the mountains, the valleys. From the earth's core to the clouds, you and this earth are one. Expanding further now, you'll imagine that sharing space and sharing molecules with our solar system and all the planets in our solar system. You're not being stretched to a pool, just simply sharing space and sharing molecules. Expanding further across the Milky Way galaxy and all the galaxies in the universe, and past the universe into these bright lights, dark lights, bright lights, into a beautiful golden light. And this golden light is the realm of the angels, archangels, ascended masters and high masters, and also the home of your soul. This is actually where you live, in this beautiful golden light. And an aspect of you is expressed through the human body on the earth. So you're going to go through this golden line, expanding further into what looks like a jelly-like substance with all the colors of the rainbow. This is the laws of the universe. The law of attraction, law of magnetism, the law of truth, the law of illusion, law of cause and effect, the law of compassion. And finally expanding into this beautiful pearly iridescent light, bright, bright white light. Okay, and as you listen to this guided meditation, we're creating a quantum field in which you are carried in this vibration, all connect to this beautiful energy. And this pearly iridescent white light is the energy of creation, the pure consciousness, the creator, universal intelligence, God, whatever you call this energy. You are made of this substance. You're not separate, you're part of all that is. You are not separate, you're part of all that is. And it's from this place that we can manifest the life that we want. We can release our beliefs instantly. We can release traumas without having to relive them. This is where we can create magic and miracles, remembering the truth of who we are. Okay, so creative all that is, it's command to facilitate an energy clearing session for everyone listening today as well as on the replay, all in the highest and best way. We ask that the healing be graceful, gentle, yet powerful. We ask all those that are ready to release old stories, old pain, that they let it go with ease and grace, that they are open and available to receive plenty. They are willing to listen to that intuitive guidance towards alignment, towards greater purpose, towards flow. And that they can remember the truth of who they are. and love themselves fully and completely without conditions. Would you like this? Thank you. And Sakura is doing the healing. I'm the witness. So I'm just witnessing that healing come into everyone, opening up the potential for a miracle to occur. And remember, you are a living, walking miracle. Okay, good. All right. Okay. So let's start with your self-worth. So bringing your awareness to your sexual chakra. So just at your belly button, if you like, you can put one of your hands there just to activate that chakra. Okay, so we're going to ask the Creator to release all sexual shame. Anywhere that your sexuality was shunned, diminished, anywhere you were made to feel dirty, anywhere that your sexuality was dangerous, or that you deserve to be punished because you're a sexual being, anywhere that you separated God from sexuality. Okay, we're going to release all of that now, replace it with the Creator's highest truth. Would you like this? Thank you. So once you breathe, and as you're breathing, imagine like coming into your sexual chakra at your belly button. And you don't need to push or direct this energy. This energy is infinitely intelligent. Allow the work to be done for you. This process is actually very easy. I think as adults, we overcomplicate things. But actually, it's your divine birthright to receive this healing easily and effortlessly. So be open and available for this energy to move in to your sexual chakra. Good. Okay. So we're ask Creator to take you to the first point of trauma where you were made to feel worthless, nothing, or insignificant. A memory may flash. It may be from this lifetime, it may be from a past life, it may even be a memory of one of your ancestors. It actually doesn't matter. What matters is the beliefs you created around it and the lesson you're learning from it. That's what matters. So as you're shown this memory, what is the deepest belief you created about yourself in this moment? Did you begin believing that you are nothing or worthless or insignificant or pointless or empty or a void or a mistake? Hopeless, defeated? What is the deepest belief you created about yourself? And as a result of this painful belief, what is the lesson that you learned from this experience? What were you taught by people around you? Were you taught that your sexual energy is unholy or dirty? Were you taught that the physical body or physical pleasure is bad? Were you taught that it's wrong to have desires? Were you taught that it's wrong for you to be happy while others are unhappy? What is this painful lesson that you learned through this experience? And just trust that you'll hear or know. Okay, we're going to release this deep bottom belief. We're going to release the lesson, mark it as complete, that you no longer need to hold on to this painful lesson. Use your breath, guys. Use your breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Feel the energy moving, circulating, transforming. This old dense energy. You might see like black tar leaving your sacral chakra. You may see beams of light coming in. You may feel the spin of your sacral chakra opening. You may see a flower or lotus opening. You may feel a warmth in your belly. Just trust however you witness this healing. I know for some of you this is emotional. Let the tears flow. Tears are also very healing. When you cry, you're not broken. You're designed to cry. Tears are a part of the healing process. Give yourself permission to release, release, release. Good. Well done. Well done. So we've let go of all the definitions or stories or even like how you attached this experience to who you think you are in the world. So who do you now wish to be? Now that you're no longer holding to this old story of sexual shame, who do you wish to be? Who do you desire to be? What is the best version of you? And so let's allow credit to show that you are worthy and deserving to step into this greatness, to step into this grand vision of yourself. That you're worthy and deserving of being powerful, magnificent, and shining. Okay, so as I'm tuning in, a few people have got some beliefs around not being wanted, and that was tied to an unplanned pregnancy. So we're going to release anywhere that if your parents, had you because of an accident, that may have been the earthly explanation, but the spiritual one is those souls came together to create you, and they made that choice, and you made the agreement with them. So there are no accidents. Okay, there's literally millions of women around the world who are struggling to fall pregnant. Okay, you are not an accident. You're definitely meant to be here. Even though your mother and father don't remember making the deal, you are meant to be here. So we're going to release anywhere that you feel that you're a mistake, you don't deserve to be here. And just release any anger and resentment you have towards your parents who made you feel that you're an inconvenience, a bother, not wanted, a nuisance, any fears of being destroyed through perhaps abortion or miscarriage. Let's ask her to release all of that now. Thank you. It's quite dense energy, so please continue using your breath to move the energy out of your system and out of your field. Thank you. Okay, well done. Well done. You guys are doing great. Very receptive. Wonderful. Okay, next. Go back to a time when you diminished your self-worth, when you put yourself down, when you hid, when you played small, when you made the decision to stay in the comfort zone and to keep yourself in a place of powerlessness. Okay, this energy is sitting between your sexual chakra and your solar plexus. So your solar plexus is, or your sacral chakra is linked to your seat of power. And there's like this block for some of you that you diminished your own power. No one else did it. You did it to yourself. So we're going to go back to the time when you first did that. What happened for you to decide to make yourself small, to make yourself powerless, to make yourself insignificant, to make yourself invisible? What decision did you make in that moment about yourself and your power and your worth and your existence on this planet? Just trust that you'll hear the words. And again, are you ready to let this story go? The story where you think that staying small keeps you safe, staying small doesn't upset anybody or rock the boat, staying small means that you avoid risk and you can have certainty in your life. These are all stories you're telling yourself. Okay? If you saw yourself through the eyes of God, you would never see yourself as small. Okay, you're a beautiful, bright, shining light. Who's forgotten their power? So, are you ready to release this story and this belief about your self-worth, where it was diminished by you, that you no longer need to punish yourself, hold yourself back, make yourself small, or obligate others to make you small? Is that okay? Thank you. Letting go of any hatred or resentment, anger towards yourself. Let it go, guys. Let it go. It's all in the past. In this very moment, you can let it go, and it no longer has to be a part of you. It's that easy. It's that easy. And it begins with a decision. So if you want this, give me a yes. Thank you. And that you know who you are now without this belief of feeling small or insignificant. That it's safe to remember who you are. Okay, good. Okay, amazing. Okay, cool. Next. So as I'm tuning in, I feel like I have a lot of women on the live today, and that's not to say this healing won't work for men. But there's this energy around women suppressing their power because somehow it's perceived as dangerous. We go more in depth on that topic in a class called World Relations, where we dive into the oppression and suppression of women through the ages, particularly during the witch hunts, for example. But this has been going on for thousands of years, where female intuition, female sexuality was seen as evil, that somehow we are witches and that we will seduce you to do bad and evil, right? It comes back from a story in the Bible where supposedly Eve got Adam to eat from the tree of truth, I think, if you will. That's where that story comes from. That somehow the woman is the seducer, the woman is the bad guy, the woman is dangerous, her words are dangerous. That's where the whole story comes from. Right, so do you have your permission to release this old, ancient story in the collective consciousness and from your soul's imprint around being this divine, sacred feminine and that being dangerous, that being unsafe, that being unholy or unspiritual, where you deny yourself your own power, this divine feminine energy. So this feminine energy is often misunderstood. People think feminine energy is like the damsel in distress. Just today, my daughter was in the garden talking about sort of Disney. And I think about Disney often in the context of how femininity is represented. It's the damsel in distress, the real princess who needs rescuing, right? Ladies, we do not need rescuing. You rescue yourself. Okay. So do I have permission to disconnect you from the collective consciousness around through the ages when women's power was diminished and seen to be as dangerous or corrupt? Is that okay? Okay. And guys, if you're on the line, if I release this for you, it'll be released on all levels, which means from past lives, including future lives, alternate dimensions. Okay. So we're going to release it for everyone if you would like. Thank you. Again, please breathe through these healings. Some of you like holding your breath. A lot of tension in people's bodies. Just relax your muscles, relax your face, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, relax your belly. Ah, good. Much better. Now the energy can flow. Fabulous. And bringing through Creator's definition perspective of what divine, sacred, feminine power is versus what you think it is. That it's safe to be in your power as a woman. And if you're a man, it's safe to be in your power as a man. Good. Oh, it's looking much better. Okay, next. What we often do in regards to our creation energy is and this is a term that's coined at the moment in society, it's the hustle. Hustle is very, very tiring, especially for women, right? So shifting your language from hustle to align. If you hustle, if you push, it's a very yang energy, it's a very masculine energy, and it is exhausting. And as a energy healer for the last 12 years, I have seen so many women suffer emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually at trying to push and hustle to try and compete in a man's world. This hustle energy, literally, it locks your sexual chakra, and you're really going from like your the force energy, and it is physically exhausting and it's unsustainable, and it can lead to disease and illness. Okay, and so we're going to shift this energy of having to push. So we're going to shift it from the pushing to aligning. So if you, and again, I'm making reference to a lot of the women here, and for those of you who are mothers, and if you gave birth to a child without epidural, without gas and air, you would have listened to your body and listened to the waves, and the energy goes in waves. And so what happens is like a union between the baby and the mother. There's this communication that is happening so that the baby and the mother are working together to push the baby out, which means they're in alignment, they're in flow, right? Now, if you have epidural gas and air, that intuitive response is numbed. And so the mother can't hear that guidance that her body is giving her, when to bear down, when to push. Now, that is kind of an analogy for actually how life works. When we are drowning ourselves out with drugs, alcohol, distractions, Netflix, shopping, whatever your addiction is, you're numbing yourself. And there is, like, particularly with social media as well, like you can just get lost on social media, just scrolling through feeds. That's sort of like a numbing effect. And when you do that, when you numb yourself, you can't hear this internal wisdom. And this internal wisdom is always trying to work through you. Always. God's always talking to you, but you're not listening because you're drowning yourself in distractions, right? And so I'm going to talk about some of my self-care practices a little bit later. But one of my self-care practices is meditation, daily meditation. In fact, it's part of my job. I basically get paid to meditate. And as I meditate, I heal people, right? Best job in the world. But that silence, that stillness, you can hear the wisdom. And as you hear the wisdom, energetically, you put yourself in a vibration with the energy of love, because when you're in the energy of this beautiful pearly iridescent white light, you're in the energy of love or above, 500, as in the book Power versus Force by David R. Hawkins. He talks about the energy of love being 500. When you're in this energy, you're in alignment, you're in flow, your chakras align, opportunities show up for you. You attract the best possible soulmate to you because you're vibrating from a high frequency. Okay, so your job is to not necessarily stay in the vibration of love, but how quickly you can return to love, because we are all human. We're here on this planet learning lessons. Okay, you're not going to have love light unicorns 24/7, but you can certainly have it for the majority of the time if you wish. And that requires work on your part, which means releasing a lot of these beliefs. Okay, some of the stuff we're doing today is like the tip of the iceberg. There's deeper work to do, deeper traumas to do. So some of you, as I'm tuning in, there's some sexual abuse trauma that needs releasing. So if you've gone through some form of sexual abuse, whether it's verbal abuse that was attacked at your sexual energy, or horrific sexual abuse, this is actually going to affect your ability to earn money. Okay, the two are actually linked. Sex and money are linked. Okay, so this is something I would encourage you to, work with a healing practitioner or come to one of our classes and heal these past painful traumas. And as I said before, you don't have to relive the trauma to heal it. Okay, so as you want to increase your net worth, you need to release some of these painful traumas that are sitting in your energy field. Okay, so can the Creator that has teach you and show you how to be in this energy of 500, how to be in this energy of love, how to be in the energy of alignment, how to enter the energy of stillness so you can hear this wisdom, you can hear this insight and take appropriate action. Would you like this? Thank you. Can we teach you what it looks like and feels like to live without depression, live without anxiety, live without fear, worry, and doubt, and that it's possible for you to live without these? Is that okay? Thank you. Much better. See a lot of guardian angels around people. So your guardian angels are always with you guys. They never leave you. You have up to between 2 to 4 guardian angels. If you're a healer or a therapist, you may have hundreds, if not thousands, all waiting to support you, but they can only help if they are asked. Which comes to my next piece. Support. So moving down to your base chakra now, we're going to bring in the energy of support and stability. Many of you are looking to the media for feedback. Is it safe? Can I spend money? Can I go look for a job? Can I change? It's like you're looking outside of yourself to make that decision. And there lies your problem. You give away your power. So when you connect to that inner wisdom, connect to that inner stillness, you make your own choices from a place of alignment, knowing you're fully and completely supported. Okay. However, you have to be open and available for that support. Okay. So many years ago, I was the kind of woman that would do everything herself. Right. And if someone offered to help me, I'm like, no, I can do it myself. And it got to the point where my poor husband got really annoyed with me. He's like, well, just Anna, will you just let me carry this heavy luggage, right? Because he didn't feel like he was serving his woman, right? It's like, no, I can carry it. I'm strong. Because I had this energy that I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need anybody, I can prove it. However, just because I can lift a heavy suitcase doesn't mean I have to. Just because I can clean my toilet doesn't mean I have to, which is why I pay someone to clean my house, right? So often we get in this energy of, well, I have to, I must. Either the belief of, well, I can't afford to pay people, which is again a story that you tell yourself, which creates a reality, right? Or that you don't want to be a burden on people or inconvenience, or if I'm supported, they're going to see my weaknesses and take advantage. If I get support in my business, someone is going to steal my business. If I get support in the home, my mother's going to judge me and say I'm a bad mother, right? We have all these stories we tell ourselves about why it's wrong to have support. Now, guys, if you ever look at the most successful people in the world, so let's take Richard Branson, he does not sell aeroplane tickets or fly the damn planes. He has people doing that for him. In fact, he hires people who are smarter than him, which make him money, right? That's very clever, very clever. So if you're wanting to increase your abundance, you have to be available for support, right? Let go of how much it's going to cost right now, because right now you haven't actually decided you have support. The truth is, the moment you decide you're going to have support, the resources are made available to you. Okay, it's actually, when you're working with the law of attraction, it's in reverse. You make the decision, you take the action, and then all the resources show up next because you've put yourself into alignment with your desires. Okay, all right, guys. So, with your permission, can I download you what it looks like and feels like to be supported without feeling that you're a burden, without feeling your inconvenience, without it being dangerous to have support? Would you like this? Thank you. Yeah, many of you need a lot of support. You've been delaying, telling yourself stories. So let's just release those stories you've been telling yourself. So you're open and available to be fully supported. The best team. So if you have a business, the best team possible. Don't compromise. You deserve the best. If it's support with your children or in the home, you're worthy and deserving of having that support. They're open and available for having support from your soulmate, from your families, your parents, your siblings, without feeling indebted and without feeling like a burden, without feeling that you now owe them. Would you like this? Thank you. Okay, so based on previous experiences, some of you have got stories around what support means. And it's like, well, I did reach out for support and they let me down. I reached out for support and they stole from me. Those are because of the beliefs you have. Okay, that's not support. So because you carry beliefs, it created a reality for you. So when we change the beliefs, you'll create a different reality for yourself. Okay, because you guys, you're always a vibrational match to your beliefs. Always, always. You're not liking the result you have. Change your beliefs. It's not rocket science. When you change your beliefs, you change your energy frequency and what you attract to you. So instead of attracting all the dumb assholes who cheat on you and steal from you, you attract the perfect, compatible soulmate, right? Instead of attracting all those stupid, incompetent staff, you attract the best people to your company or to your team. You're a magnet for it because you have new beliefs and your point of attraction is different. And you're no longer expecting to be let down, to be cheated, right? But if you go out there thinking, well, I'm going to hire someone, but I'm going to be careful just in case they take advantage or use me or lie from me, right? That's the wrong intention. And that stems from limiting beliefs, okay? Right, so very, very important. We're going to release the story you have around what you think support is and replace it with creator's truth of what it means to be supported. So we're going to release old beliefs that you're carrying from your ancestors, past lives, previous experiences, replace with highest truth of the best support in all life areas. Would you like this? Thank you. Good. Much better, much better. Okay, cool. Okay. Right, so as you connect to this beautiful divine energy, we're going to ask the Creator for insights, action steps that you need to take in the next 24 hours to support your growth, to increase your self-worth, to take better care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. In this moment of stillness, listen to the guidance, listen to the ideas. Okay. All right, so I want you to slowly open your eyes and you're going to jot that down in your notes. What insight or guidance did you get? What steps do you need to take? So some of those steps might be unfriending toxic people from your social media who pull you down, who badmouth you, who belittle you. So removing toxic people from your life. One of the action steps might be to drink more water, right? Maybe you're chronically dehydrated and your body doesn't actually have like the the life force to be able to get your life in momentum. One of your self-care action steps might be to rest more. Maybe you're feeling guilty, you have to work and hustle and push, 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 when in fact right now you need to be resting. Okay, and during that time of rest, you've got time to think, to reflect, and you can make things a lot easier for yourself. You know, sometimes when we rush, like if you're trying to tie your shoelaces really, really quickly, and actually takes you longer. And if you just take a deep breath, slow down, and tie it more slowly, it happens much more faster, much more effectively, because you're operating from a calm, still state, right? And instead of running around like a chook with a lost head, scrambling to make money, in that calm state, you might take one or two strategic moves that is going to make you a fortune. Okay? That's why we want to go into this energy of stillness. So, what action steps did the Creator give you? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Let me know in the chat, what action steps did you get to increase your self-worth, improve your self-care, to love yourself more so you can be open for abundance? I'd love to know. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to show up in the chat, I'm going to talk about some of my personal self-care rituals. So as I've transformed my beliefs, as I've increased my wealth consciousness and my self-worth, I have like new standards in my life. So things that I'm unavailable, that I'll no longer tolerate, and the things that are like non-negotiables for me, non-negotiables. And this is an action step that you might like to decide for yourself. So one of my non-negotiables is I never leave my bedroom without the bed being made. There's nothing worse than coming, at the end of a long day to your bed and it's unmade. It's almost like how you start your first hour of your day sets the tone for the day. And one of those things is making my bed. I know it sounds very, very simplistic, very, very simple, but it's actually like a ritual practice, is making the bed. It's like I've started my day nice and neat, okay? The other thing that I do in the morning is my gratitude process. So before my feet touch the ground, so I'm coming out of bed, before my feet touch the ground, I list 3 things I'm grateful for, 3 things, and it's like it's on default. The moment I wake up, it's okay. I'm glad that it's so hot, just like in Australia, because I love the heat. Although it's very hot right now, I love this heat, and I forget how hot it gets in England. I think about the old days when women were wearing corsets. No wonder they fainted. So I'm loving this weather. I'm grateful for the heat. I'm grateful that I'm going to go on a camping trip with my family next week. I'm really excited. We're going to be doing marshmallows over a fire. I'm going to go to Cornwall and have scones and cream. And we're going to go to the Eden Project and get my kids off their bloody iPads. So I'm excited. So it happens on default. 3 things I'm grateful for. So that's kind of like I've been doing it for years and it's on default. The other thing I do is feeding my mind. So I'll watch some of my online courses I've purchased. I'll read a chapter from a really good book, something that's going to feed me for the day, like feed my mind. Might be a YouTube video. It changes from day to day, but somewhere where I'm consuming something that expands my knowledge and wisdom about a certain area. So I might focus at a month where I'm focusing on just business tools. So I'm focusing on, for example, cash flow management or accounts or VAT, and things like that, or the technicalities of my business. Or I might be focusing on mindset. Where do I need to increase and up-level my mindset? Or I might be focusing on a new spiritual tool that I wanted to master. So I go through these waves, okay? But it's usually about 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes. Sometimes I'll just go through like a feast and I'll sit for 2 hours feeding whatever if I'm really into it, I'll be listening it for hours. So that's something I do daily. So I've got an extensive library in my office and I'll just be drawn to a book and I'll read a chapter, something like that. The other thing that I do is my supplementation. So, and again, I've done this for many, many years, but I've up-leveled my supplementation I'd say the last year or so, like the quality of supplements and the type of supplements. So as I've gotten older, there's new supplements that I needed to support my body in its next stage of life. I'm actually 46. I'm 46 years old. And this is all natural, just so you know, all natural. Yeah, so I up-leveled my supplements. So as I up-leveled my supplements, I now have more energy to run my business, because if I'm not nourishing myself properly, I get lethargic, I get tired, I get cranky, I get headaches, I don't feel motivated, right? So supplementation is the way I take care of my body so my body can get into action to build my empire. Okay, so those are some of the things that I do. And then lastly, there's something that I do is I seek masterminds, coaches, mentors to support me and my personal growth. That's part of my support structure. Is I'm part of a mastermind. I've got actually a couple of coaches I'm working with right now. Several online courses I'm consuming, and part of the coaching program is retreats and things like that. So the way I support myself, my personal development, is looking to people who are where I wish to be. Okay, so for many, many years, I tried to do everything myself, thinking I was saving time, saving money, but in fact, it took me twice as long, it cost me twice as much, right? So in this moment, one of your action steps might be to reach out to someone who has achieved what you want to achieve, where you admire them, you aspire to be them, and show up, be willing to sign up, register, enroll, commit, devote, do the work, And when you do the work, your life will never be the same again. I have achieved so much more by having coaches and mentors in the last 4 years than I had to the prior, I think, seven years. My business has continued to grow despite coronavirus. In fact, I run 2 businesses, and so do my clients as well. But my clients' businesses are also growing as well. So they're getting new clients, they're getting new business, their wealth conscious is expanding. So guys, you get to create your reality. You are in charge. You're in control. Okay. So I invite you to attend the Life Awakening course. I've posted the link in the chat for you. The course is online now. We've been allowed to teach it online. It's 8 days of immersion where you're going to learn to transform your beliefs. So I'm not planning to do as many energy clearing sessions in the future. Where now what I want you to do is take responsibility for yourself and start doing the work, and it starts by learning this technique. So today you saw how quickly and easily we changed limiting beliefs into empowering ones. How quickly? Okay, there's no massive ritual to release a belief. It's just simple command to the divine energy. So this is where I'm asking you to take responsibility for your own life and to start making the changes. So let me ask you a question. If you decide not to take action on what we talked about today, whether it's the self-care rituals, whether it's the increasing the self-worth actions that you were given by the Creator, if you decide not to take any action today, how will your life be in 1 year's time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time? Versus if you decide today, take 100% responsibility for your life, seek others who can help you get you there. How will your life then be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? So today could be a life-changing moment for you. Today could be a fork in the road. It could be a moment where you go entering almost into a new dimension, a new reality, and you get to start to create your dream life, what you truly desire. And I'll be honest, guys, it starts with you. No one is going to give you permission to live your fullest life. No one. Most people are too scared to shine their light. They're too scared to upset anybody. They're not showing up 100%. They're hiding. They're blending in with everybody else, right? And terrified of being different. And today I'm asking you to stand up, rise out, stand up to be different, to shine your light, because you have something special to give to the world. There's no accident you showed up on today's Facebook Live. There's no accident you rocked up into my energy. If you haven't been following me and here you are for the first time, there's no accident. You just didn't drop into my Facebook Live. You are meant to be here. You're meant to be here. And the message I want to leave with you today is that you get to create your life when you take 100% responsibility. And that responsibility starts with transforming your mindset. Because you're going to have all the great strategies and tools and processes, right? But if you haven't got the right mindset, then you won't have the right energy, and therefore it won't work. So during the Life Awakening course, we will teach you how to go into this guided meditation within seconds, how to transform your limiting beliefs in seconds. And when you change your beliefs, you change how you act or your actions, and therefore your results. Okay, thank you so much, guys. The next Facebook Live will be next, hopefully, next Wednesday. It'll be a new topic. I haven't decided what it is yet, so hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday. In the meantime, click the link, guys, where you can enroll onto the Life Awakening program. I will be teaching the September Dig Deeper class, so if you wanted to learn with me, enroll on the August basic and advanced and the Dig Deeper in September. And there's all those bonuses on that page as well, which I won't go through. You can go check that out yourselves, and we'll see you in class. Okay, have a beautiful evening. Lots of love, and see you next time.